Well, for an update on today's state capture inquiry proceedings and perhaps even in the week, we're now joined by senior reporter Mzwandile Mbeje, who's been there this week. And Mzwai, I think just like viewers at home, at times your jaw must have dropped. Give us an update for today.
Absolutely. I mean, just before we started after lunch, Peter, we then got the statements from the commission itself. And guess what? The commission is telling us that one of its employees, the secretary of the commission, Dr. so has taken special leave. The reason he has been implicated as well in the BOSASA issue. At some point, he was the senior official at the Department of Justice, and in his affidavit, Mr. Angelo Agrizzi implicated him, saying basically he is one of the people who got paid bribes. So in terms of the statement, the judge said as soon as he was made aware of this allegation, he called Mr. De Vere to find out what exactly is happening. He said Mr. De Vere denied that he received any bribes, but of course he was working at the Department of Justice. But then Mr. De Vere took a decision that until all these allegations are looked at, so he will take a special leave. So it's quite interesting, Peter, as you are saying. I mean, like everyone of us, so we were wondering what's next. So we had been told that the names are still going to come. I mean, if the names of the people at the commission themselves do come up, so we can, I guess, expect more other people really to be named going forward. And remember, Mr. Agrizzi hasn't concluded his evidence yet. I think he's been on the witness stand for quite some time. He is tired, and then the judge had to adjourn proceedings 7 minutes before time because he was feeling very, very tired. And then he is coming back on Monday, possibly at 10, subject to a few logistical issues that they need to attend to. Mr. Agrizzi had said he had a very pressing appointment on Monday, but also expressed his willingness not to delay the work of the commission. So all they will do, Peter, they will just work out the best possible time to sort out whatever he needs to sort out, and then from there he comes back to continue his evidence.
All right, so Mzwai, you know, when I look back at this week, first of all, Agrizzi was a bit of a surprise. I think nobody expected him to come through. What it has done has taken away state capture away from the controversial Gupta family. But in this BOSASA episode, it seems it was far and wide, so many people, so much money that was moving around to keep the wheels of corruption turning.
Absolutely, Peter. I mean, since the commission started, I think everyone, when you spoke about the state capture, I mean, the first people to come to mind were the Gupta brothers. But I think for the first time this week, here is a commission looking into the issues of state capture, but there is no mention of the Gupta family or the brothers. But it talks about these BOSASA guys, the Watson brothers, so to speak. So it basically tells you, Peter, that the phenomenon of the state capture is actually much bigger than what you and I are possibly thinking about. Because if you look at some of these activities, I mean, Mr. Agrizzi was the senior executive at BOSASA for almost 20 years. And then when he details some of the things that they used to do, and up until the day he left that company, it's quite shocking, Peter. And that is why I'm saying, as the evidence continues, so we are actually likely to hear even more names, and perhaps hear even more startling allegations, because this kind of state capture or this kind of allegations, I don't think that many people were really expecting it. I mean, seeing that video, Peter, I mean, the CEO of BOSASA counting money, telling us that the money is going to be paid to individuals, and the reason those people are being paid because they need to make sure that they service the relationship. So they either give new contracts, they extend those contracts. So basically to stay in the good books. You have a situation where about 80 people were being paid on a monthly basis. And remember, this money is not accounted for. And some of among those 80 people, apparently more than 30 are people who we may know are high-profile individuals. And the kind of money, Peter, that was being spent really, a month, something like 6 million. It's quite surprising, but what can we say? This is the commission which was set specifically to unearth these kinds of acts, and I think we are getting really to what this commission needs to do, because it must look at the issue of state capture in its entirety. Yes, the Guptas have been fingered in the past, but it does appear now that the Guptas are not the only ones.
All right, Mzwandile, that's where we're going to leave it for now, but I'm sure that we'll get another update from you a little bit later on the full view, but thanks for that update. That was Mzwandile Mbeje, who's been covering this state capture inquiry this week, and yeah, startling revelations. The magnitude of the bribes and the corruption that's been alleged by the former COO is quite remarkable.